Strike three. Judge not through with that call. And he gets thrown out. I think that's the first time he's ever been thrown out.
Well, Ryan Blakely, you just made a lot of enemies because a lot of people paid to come watch Aaron Judge swing the bat.
Kind of stunning. You never see him argue. He has a very bad strike zone against him all the time. And he gets tossed. He wasn't in the guy's face. I don't know what he said, so I can't speak to that.
Again, I mean, it's a very questionable.
The pitcher for the Giants, batting fourth, is the left-hander, Josh Osich. And he'll work to Peralta. Peralta so far 0 for 3.
Appeared to catch him on the right arm. I hope it caught him on the right arm.
Ryan DePanfilo, the assistant trainer, comes out with Chip Hale to have a look at David Peralta.
Kind of a glancing blow, fortunately for David.
Maybe off the top of the forearm. And it's a 98-mile-per-hour fastball coming in. This is Osich, who hit Peralta in that forearm with that, 96, 98-mile-an-hour fastball. He hit him again. And Peralta stares out to the mound. Pat Hoberg, the plate umpire, and the benches are empty. He hit him last night, and he hit him again today. It looked like the same spot. And they're trying to cool David Peralta down.
This has been a hot topic around baseball, guys, with the inability to pitch inside and just thump guys repeatedly. You have to be able to command that inside part of the plate, not knock guys down and hit them.
Remember, he hit Peralta in the game last night.
Peralta got hit last night. This one was heat seeking in towards him, and he didn't like it. Words now.
Now, last inning, Garrett Cole leading off the inning with a single.
Yeah, that's why he got deep in his kitchen.
Okay, all right. So that was Pujols to end the top of the 6th, and then Cole singled in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Pujols apparently had a problem with Cole's reaction.
I have no idea.
I
have no idea.
I can't guess. That's nothing unusual at all. Pujols stating his case to his teammates as well, but unless Cole said something, but I can't imagine. I mean, the Pujols.
Kevin Pillar and Jim Reynolds, the first base umpire, had a little bit of a discussion after the inning, and Pillar was walking out to his position, and you can see him talking to first base umpire, and obviously Pillar's expressing his thoughts that he didn't swing at that, and Jim Reynolds comes over so they can have a little conversation about it. And Pillar is talking about his point of view, and Jim Reynolds has had a couple of check swing calls. Pillar, to be quite honest, didn't look like he swung.
He's talking to Perella at second, and I think it's about transferring signs.
Everybody's been warned already.
And the reason they warned both sides, so there's no retaliation by either pitcher.
We are back here at Petco Park, and Dave Roberts going after Andy Green here. The benches are going to clear. The conversation was going between the umpires and the managers, and then Dave Roberts heard something from Andy Green he didn't like and went after Andy Green.
Roberts pushed Andy Green, tried to get to him. When he got to him, he bumped him, and that's when Andy grabbed Dave Roberts, and both benches have emptied here during the timeout.
Dave Roberts has been ejected from what we could see.
Never seen Roberts like this before. Andy Green, the Padre manager, held back by Sam Holbrook, the crew chief.
Strike to Addison Russell, who is 2 for 10 in the series. Joe Madden, Blas Diaz.
You know, I think what Madden's yelling at is all the umpires to watch Strasburg. He's not coming set and moving quick to the plate.
So we're seeing a little bit more velocity out of him.
Muncy hits this ball to deep right field. Forget about it. Muncy with a splash hit. And some words for Bumgarner as he rounds the bases with his 13th home run of the season. And a 1-0 first inning lead. Mad Max with a few more words for Mad Bum.
He turns on this heater 92 and up, and I don't know what Bumgarner got mad at. That's about 4 or 5 steps to walk the hitter. They know that.
Deep right field.
They know it's gone like that. They're not going to run out of the box.
It's really been a pleasure.
And we're starting to find out more about Mike too. I mean, he's a baseball man through and through, and there's Galvis, but he loves the game, but he also is involved in this community, and that's very important to understand that. And by the way, here's something that we need to get into very quickly right now is Freddie Galvis, and thank you, Jim, just ran on the mound of Miles Michaelis and Brad Thompson. That is a no-no, isn't it?
Well, it's not. It's frowned upon. It's easy to go around, I'll tell you that, and it's all right to take a little.
You don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't do that. He flew to center and then ran to the dugout and ran on the mound of Miles Michaelis, and that's a no-no. You don't do that.
You go around. It's an easier path. I like it. I like that the Cardinals have a bit of fire about it.
He made the out quite well.
So everybody's going to trot out after Canna was barking at Ohtani.
You know, to me, say what you want. That's just a ball coming at your head at about 98, 95 miles an hour. And that's a reaction probably more than anything.
Kurt Suzuki did what he felt he had to do, sticking up for his pitcher.
And this is right head high. Fortunately got out of the way.
And Joey Votto is barking at somebody. I think he's barking at the pitcher.
Rowan Wick began the at-bat with a pitch up and in. Votto continues to gesture and yell in that direction. Wick is not peeking over his shoulder in the least. He is locked on the plate.
Now they're yelling at Luis Rojas. He's too far out of the third baseline, and now the first base coach, DJ Rayburn, is getting involved. And you can see, I think it was Pete Walker walked to the outfield side of the dugout and told Rojas to get back. And now it looks like Schneider is telling Boone to shut up.
This is gamesmanship from the manager.
I'm not sure if what Schneider was yelling at was to Boone, because I think that in reading lips he said, "Shut up, fat boy." Boone certainly not overweight.
Ozuna, and Peralta will take it for the first out.
He got the catcher pretty good on that.
I think Will Smith just said, "I know, but that's not the first time you've done it." If I read his lips correctly.
Yeah.
Dodgers dugout, or rather bullpen, is also out into left field. Go back, boys. Nothing to see.
Between innings, as the Cardinals took a 2-0 lead, Kenzie Gore, he went down there to say something to Victor Robles. And look, these happen. This is good. People are going to consider this a negative. This is care. This happens throughout a season. And I like to see that from Mackenzie Gore, and I like to see that from Victor Robles. Let's start the fight here. Here we go. It matters.
Look out here. A conversation between Willie Adames and James McCann. Didn't take much to spark a big-time disagreement. Bench is empty. Bullpen's empty. This is not the first time Milwaukee has gotten into a tiff with an opponent this year.
James McCann, he's sticking up for his Orioles team. I'm not sure if he took exception to Willie Adames on a homer, but Willie and the Brewers are not going to back down.
Everybody's still milling around.
Pat Murphy and Brandon Hyde are talking at home plate too, trying to sort it out. This is why I took offense to it. Here it is.
At the top it said Mamba mentality.
4-3 lead for the Marlins. Richard Blyer getting Javier Baez to fly out to right field. We saw Baez look a little bit perturbed going off the field. This was the swing and the fly ball and the out. And Baez hears something at that point. And then Aguilar's got to get in the middle of it. Blyer may or may not have something. We can't really read his lips or hear anything. Look back a couple of times. We did see from a different angle, though, that home plate umpire Stu Sherwater came in, and from what I could.
Swing and a miss. I tell you what, Sano was pretty animated, and it was directed right at Quantrill.
I don't know if he felt he said something to Kepler after he struck him out or what. But
and now Quantrill staring him down the whole way to first base, and Sano looking back at him. And now the umpires are getting involved here.
there's nothing happening. Let's go. Jeez.
Now batting for Minnesota, left fielder Brent Rooker.
The amazing thing is this is the most quiet Cal's been all season long in a game. He hasn't been animated at all tonight.
Two strikes. And he hit him.
Oh, and that hit him right on the elbow. That one got him. Geez, that's a terrible sight when you don't have a padded up lead elbow.
Josh Fallon walking out with him.
Been hit 21 times this year. And you would think the overwhelming majority of the times he was hit was right on that forearm and lead elbow.
Somebody just got thrown out.
Well, I don't think it was Lang because he's still on the mound.
Grandal takes a ball in the dirt and Jose peels away. Throw down to second, meets him there, and he is out.
Well, he went in real hard to Goodrum.
And Goodrum.
Donnie is running out of players tonight. All of the position players used, and now Brian Anderson and Yadier Molina getting into it. And a few from each side in to break it up.
You can see Brian Anderson kind of responding.
Marisnick is welcomed into Southern California with some booze. Hey. There's the warning.
There's the warning to each side. Jake Marisnick going to first base.
Well, they're not booing now.
Nope. You know, in years past, this is the way you handled these types of situations. If that's the way the Angels felt, you would like that pitch to be a little further down, not that high up by the shoulders.
That was to be expected, but I've got an issue with the location of that pitch being up towards the shoulders and head of Jake Marisnick. If you're going to send a message, you go ahead and square him up between the numbers or hit him in the lower half. But with that ball rising towards the head area, that's not good. That's going to bring a lot of Astro pitchers to the top shelf in that Astros dugout.
And now it's Springer, 0 for 2 with a walk. Throw to first, and Jake dives back.
And not that I agree with the Angels, but I understand that the Angels felt that. And now Albert Pujols is yelling at somebody in the Astros dugout.
Albert Pujols is getting in it with this is what's going to happen when you start throwing at guys' heads. Jake Marisnick trying to calm Albert Pujols down, but
here comes the Angels bullpen.
Marisnick wants everybody to get back in the dugout. Marisnick wants this to be over.
Yeah.
I got hit. I'm at first base. Now let's play baseball.
But the Astros are going to protect their own because that pitch was thrown up towards the head area. That's the issue. It's not the hit by pitch. It's where the pitch was thrown.
And Pujols started getting into it. He's still looking over at the Astros dugout.
Third inning did get Jeff Hoffman to 53 pitches. And on the first pitch of the fourth, he gets Kurt Suzuki right in the back. And not a happy hitter right there.
Walters said something to Suzuki, and Suzuki's going back to Walters. I think Walters said go to first, and Kurt turned around.
The second baseman,
Kurt Suzuki hit for the fourth time this year.
There's a little drama after this. Kurt wasn't happy. Right under the 2 and 28, and then right here he flips the bat. I think he's staring out there, and watch Walters. He looks at Suzuki and then says something right here. I heard him say something way up here.
Anderson strikes out. That's 5 strikeouts. Marcus Stroman now has words with Anderson as the benches are going to come off, and Anderson took exception to what Stroman was doing. And now James Shields has gotten out there in Stroman's face. Goins has his arm around Stroman, walking him back to the mound, and Rick Renteria is telling his troops to get back in the dugout.
11 Padres in July, and this is going to be routine. Well, as we were in that game break, Chris Stewart.
He was upset about being quick pitched. And he said
some words with Hill.
He said something about it, and then Hill yelled at him back.
And nothing happened other than that.
Yeah, the umpire got in between them real quick. Now Hill's doing his best to forget about it.
See Justin Verlander getting into it with one of the Yankees trying to get at somebody. That's Lloyd McClendon trying to hold him back. Victor Martinez out there trying to, well, calm things down. And watch what happens in the Tigers dugout. Castellanos and Verlander are talking to Martinez. Why are you talking to this guy? One of those guys hit me. And well, there's still more to that. Probably get back to it. And watch Martinez and Verlander. Verlander kind of blows him off, says something. Martinez doesn't like it. And now
keep your hands back, and you're able to manipulate the bat head. He did it in his first at bat as well. Even on some bad balls, he's able to have success.
Ventura backs Manny off the plate, and Manny's staring him down. High fly ball to left. Back is Fuentes. The wind has it, knocks it down. And Fuentes has to come in and make the grab. And Machado still staring down Yordano Ventura.
And it's pretty fun to watch.
Well, if not cookies, they were falling behind, and then if they wanted to pitch to the guy, they had to come in with a pitch, and and that's what speed does to a defense and to a pitcher, doesn't it? It applies pressure to them.
Well, that's the thing about this game now. Everyone's just thinking about hitting the ball at the ballpark. They're not focusing on what they need to do, and then you even got the small guys trying to hit the ball at the ballpark.
Right.
Like, take pitches, get on, make it tough. Make it easier for the guys behind you, but tough for the pitchers. But these guys, they don't think about that.
Tell you what,
got some action going on.
Is this Jimenez and Butler, or is it the umpire? Oh yeah, it is.
Yes, sir. Go at it. Get him.
We didn't see what was happening.
Whatever happened,
I was talking.
nice.
It was. You got the designated hitter here getting into it with the catcher for whatever reason. And the umpire's just sitting there. He's agreeing with both of them, so nothing happens. he's the peacemaker.
And somehow lays that bunt down, and you just hope that his fingers got out of the way of it. And Hill now shouting at Archie Bradley. Both benches emptying now. And another page in the long history of Dodgers Diamondbacks.
I think Rich Hill's mad, thinking that when he squared around, right when he comes in and squares around, he's thinking that he tried to hit him.
Yeah, he's thinking he tried to throw it at him.
And that's why he's jawing at him.
He starts it for Boston. And that's going to be a violation on Verlander.
And then Verlander saying that
Okay, so it looks like Pat Hoberg is going to take the violation off. He did initially call a violation, and now it's something wrong with the pitch comm. So, yeah, so they're standing there, and Verlander's like, I can't hear.
Well, he stepped off because he wasn't getting any signs. So he's like, I can't pitch until he gives me a sign.
This is how you do it, though, if you're Pat Hoberg. I mean, this guy's one of the great umpires in the game.
It's communication like anything else.
He's always calm. Alex Cora had an argument with Pat Hoberg, and you know, Cora's beef is with Verlander.
What he is saying is that at some point he thought Verlander was shaking off signs. So instead, Verlander at some point is saying that he wasn't getting any signs. Well, who do you believe?
Dallas Braden and Alex Rodriguez were going at it.
Well, they played at second base. Alex Rodriguez actually out of the picture. Dallas Braden, I don't know, maybe Dallas thought that Alex was trying to get in way of the throw to second base.
Well, there was a little bit of an incident at the end of the top half of the inning, and it involved Alex Rodriguez and the pitcher Dallas Braden of the A's, and we're not sure what it's all about, but Braden was definitely upset with Alex.
Here's Logan Morrison. Sends one into left center field. Slicing on Pilar, but he's there running under it to make the catch. A couple quick outs right here for the right-hander Stroman. And Morrison having some words with somebody out there. Stroman. And we're going to get Tim Timmons coming in from second base to quell anything that might be brewing here. Don't know what that was about.
Logan Morrison just saying, listen, he's looking at me, he's talking. I don't appreciate it.
Well, there's Stroman. I'm not talking to you.